Good morning, everybody. It is Capricares. Know that I care and care that I know. As you're coming in the chat this morning, do me one favor. Put in the chat pace versus process. Remember, I heard that at a homegoing celebration over a couple of days ago, and it spoke volumes to me. And I want you, ma'am and sir, to understand in the game of life, we got to know how to navigate between the pace and the process. Somebody put in the chat this morning, pace versus process. We say good morning to you. It's Capri Cares. Know that I care. And guess what? Care that I know. Listen, y'all, I'm going to start playing our introduction again. I'm going to get me a new introduction. I thank the lovely Miss Meredith Townsend for making this video for me years ago. And it is what it is. Come on, y'all. Let's have. Good morning. It's Capri Cares. Know that I care that I know. This is our daily motivation and inspiration for our mental health ministry here at the Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church. It's Capri Cares. Know that I care and care that I know. Good morning, everybody. What's going on, Valina? Valina. What's going on? Listen, y'all. Pace versus process. All of us have to come into some agreement and alignment with what that looks like and what that is for all of us. And I mean, guess what? It might be something different for somebody else. But because Valina isn't our residential chef, how about that, Valina? I'm going to call you our residential chef, Valina. That means, guess what? Valina can cook. I think she can cook gravel, y'all. I think she can do gravel. She got a gravel. She can do gravel. Valina can cook anything, So anyway, Valina, just shout out to you. And everybody come in the chat, put pace versus process. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Sorry, I am Russian. Brother, how you doing? Good. Where are you coming in from, sir? Tell me where you coming in from. Welcome to the podcast live. Welcome to this live podcast. Where are you coming in from, sir? And remember, to my Twitch audience, I just don't help me navigate Twitch. So off here, we could talk about it. But anyway, listen. Pace versus process. Let me show you the book, Red Sea Rules. Get this book, y'all. Get this book right here. Get this book right here. Now, I need you to do me a favor. Put that in the chat. The Red Sea Rules, Robert J. Morgan, 10 God-given strategies for difficult times. The same God who led you in will lead you out. I'm doing good. Yes. Good to see Emma Lawrence. Good to see you. Wonderful. Y'all put in the chat pace versus process to my Twitch audience as well. Red Sea Rules, make sure you have this book. Do you have it? Yes, no, maybe. Do you have it? I need that answered. Yes, I have this book. No, I do not have this book. Maybe I have this book. Look at this book. Get that book. Also, how there it is. How successful people grow. 15 ways to get ahead in life. How successful people grow. And Sister Emma said, how am I doing? I am actually doing. How am I feeling or how am I doing? Because here in Capri Cares, we have distinguished and determined that sometimes we ask a question, how am I doing is one thing, but how am I feeling is a total different way. So how I'm doing a podcast with you, Miss Emma. How am I feeling? I'm feeling great. I'm feeling ecstatic. I'm great for this terrific Tuesday. And do me a favor, everybody hit like and share. Share the video. Says, okay, she has another question. How long have you been streaming on Twitch? Probably about 3 years. 3 years, yes. Valina comes in. Valina says, good morning. No, I do not have that book. Which one do you not have, Valina? Which one do you not have? All right. Now, pace versus process. Let's put that back up. Pace versus process. I've learned in life that in the midst of me being in the middle of the process, there are times when I want to change the pace. And when I read the Red Sea Rules, when I read the Bible, when I read books, I have to be very mindful that I do not change the pace. And I throw everything off in the process, Nicholas, Pastor Gladys, when I change the pace. Okay, pause. She says, "Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?" Yeah, you can ask a question. Yeah. You can ask a question and I'll see what you're putting in. So, a- thank you, Emma. Thank you, Emma Lawrence. Yes, I do need to add some things. So, Emma, you need to inbox me when we get off here. Be careful in the middle of the process that one of the things you make sure you do well is keep up with your pace. Yes. Yes. I'm talking like y'all, that is very important and paramount, and it's just something that we all need to make sure that we don't rush the process. See, if I'm going to become better in life, I can't rush the process. Listen, I can't rush my dentist. I can't rush my doctor. Listen, weekly, I cannot rush my barber. Excuse me. So I need to enjoy the process and the pace. Can somebody just celebrate? This week, I'm going to learn how to enjoy the process and the pace. Now, let me pause. Friend requested me on Discord. Miss Emma, once again, you're going to have to inbox me and teach me how to do all these things. But so let me segue back out of that. And I'm glad you're here. So share and like the video as well. But we try to rush the process by speeding up the pace. And when you're growing and developing and maturing and trying to take the complex and make it simple, it's so easy for you and I to try to rush the process by changing the pace. And God is patient because God is love. God is patient. God is patient. Let's just be honest. God does not change the process. No. He's not changing the process. Mm. He that has begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. That's the process. The pace, on the other hand, you and I have to be very mindful of the pace that we choose. And when we change the pace, when we get in a hurry, we could really mess some things up. You say, well, Pastor, give me some biblical examples of individuals who changed the pace and messed some things up. I'm glad you asked, and I'm going to land my plane here and call it a day. Abraham. Everybody put in the chat Abraham. Abraham. Everybody put in the chat Abraham. And we sing the song, Father Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. And we used to do that in VBS. Abraham sped up the pace by doing what? By creating a nation with someone who was not of covenant. I wish I had time and I might just talk about that tomorrow. He changed listen, he created a new process because he changed the pace. He tried to speed some stuff up. And his wife and him agreed with Hagar to speed some stuff up. And guess what? It caused havoc later in life. So let's land our plane there, Valina. Maybe one of the things that has created some havoc in our life. Let me pause. Everybody put in the chat havoc. Put in the chat havoc. Put in the chat havoc. Havoc. Put in the chat havoc. Um, One of the things that's probably causing havoc in our life is the fact that, guess what? We've changed the pace. We've changed the pace. And what I need to stop doing my red light activity. One of the things I need to stop doing is changing the pace. Yeah, I need to stop changing the pace, because guess what? When you and I change the pace, no, remove. When we change the pace, we get to a place where it creates a whole lot of worry. And the last thing we need to do is create worry in our life, because we have changed the pace. Yes. Don't change the pace. Remember, he that has begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Leaving you with this. Point number one from this book, from this particular text. Point number one. Okay, ah, I'm doing it the wrong way. It says this: life is very simple, but keeping it that way is very difficult. Did you hear me? Life is very simple, but keeping it that way, James Davis, is difficult. Life is simple, but keeping it that way is very difficult. Say it again. Life is simple, but keeping it that way is very difficult. We are chew on that the rest of the day and the rest of this week. Hey, it's Capricares. Know that I care that I know. Do me a favor, hit like and hit share. Miss Emma, hey, request me as a friend on Twitch. Help me with my Twitch audience. I love being here on Twitch. I love being on Facebook. And I'm going to upload this to YouTube. But listen, be highly strategic if you want to grow. Life is simple, but keeping it that way is difficult. Hey, y'all, it's Capri Cares. Know that I care that I know. And remember, we're caught between, in the process, be careful how we manage our pace. Y'all have a terrific Tuesday. Peace and blessings.